Good morning, everybody. February 23rd today, Tuesday, and I'm off to a pickup in Seattle, and it's coming back to the airport in Spokane. I'm going to be delivering some communication equipment. It's delivering directly to our, you guys know the towers that airports have, so it's going to one of those towers. You know, the high towers where they overwatch the planes and everything, the communications towers. So that's exactly where I am delivering to, is the tower. First it was direct delivery, then they said nobody will be there. So I'm still not sure. I'm gonna get loaded and call the contact. It could either be direct or it could be tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., which is, you know, home base for me, does not matter. We'll get it done either way. Weather today is beautiful, guys. Like seriously beautiful. Check this out. Look at that weather. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Another thing is I picked up a drone. So I picked one up that I just want to play with, I guess, to see if it's something I want to even mess with, see if it's something that's worthwhile. But I got hopes, and if I like it, if I like, you know, how things turn out with the drone and things like that, I do want to upgrade to a bigger one and a better one. So I'm still in the process, but that's just some little bit of insider news for you guys. So I'm gonna do a couple aerials today on the way to pickup. I don't know how much time I'll have. I'll have a little bit, so I can stop by Vantage and do some couple of nice drone shots for you guys of some of the beautifulness in the mountains here. If you haven't already subscribed, guys, subscribe. I'll have better content. I'll see that, you know, you guys like it. The more subscribers I have, the, you know, the better it is for me to know that you guys are into this stuff, because I can make a lot more videos. I can think of a lot better content, if anything. So just let me know in the comments and subscribe. By subscribing, you guys are going to be helping me out. Doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me out. Stay tuned. We'll see what's next. Okay guys, I came to this vantage point. I've been here before. I've done a couple of videos here, I think. One for sure, and then I stopped by the other side one time as well. So it's currently closed, but I'm gonna go over the fence anyways and try to throw the drone up in the air and see what we can get. It's super windy, so I don't know, I don't want to lose it, but at the same time I don't want to lose the opportunity to at least go up with it and maybe come down. So we'll see what happens. Well guys, I apologize. Maybe that video was not that great because it's my first time really flying the thing. And wind, man, wind is insane. We have crazy wind here. First time I threw it up there in the air, I mean, that thing went backwards to the freeway. I thought it'd get knocked down by a semi-truck because the wind is super crazy. Then I tried at the end, I tried going in over the water and maybe going to the other side, but this drone is just way too small, so I've made my decision. I need a big one. I mean, even the van gets pushed right now, so with this wind. So I made my decision. I do need a bigger drone. That way it can withstand this wind out in these places, because I'm out here often and it's windy often in these places, so I'll get it. Past Ellensburg. We got snow. All that white in front that we can't see the mountains or anything. It's all snow, and this is all snow. So we're getting in the snow. You know, the previous years I got tired of putting chains on, coming back and forth. This year I have not even once I've put them on. So hopefully it'll stay that way. But we'll see. Some pretty thick snow right here. It's 37 degrees though, guys. It ain't sticking. Unless we get up in the mountains, then maybe it would. I don't know. The camera doesn't justify what it is in real life. Coming down pretty good here. here's what the weather is. 45 up here. It's kind of slushy. Might be slippery for some. I guess if you do what they say, the 45, you're good to go. Check out these walls that are going to be full of ice right here. On the right hand side, I already passed a few of them, but look at these big old icicles. Yeah. Super pretty. So you guys don't come to Washington State, you know what? When you're looking at scenery wise, you're missing out big time. As far as outdoors and all the things, beautiful, super beautiful here. How can you beat this, guys? Okay guys, I'm on site and I'm loaded already. I didn't want to film the whole process of what was going on over here. It's always a pain in the butt. That the airlines didn't have my right airway bill number, then I had to wait and blah blah blah, and then you can't be in the vehicle while they load you. You're waiting out there in the cage. So long story short, this is my crate. I just got loaded. I already strapped it in, 2 straps with the E-Track, and I'm on my way. I'll explain maybe later. Guys, I'm coming up the hill. Weather's awesome so far. Nothing to complain about. The only kind of concern, the reason I didn't want to talk much is when I got loaded, is there's a certain group of people that I don't want to say who it is or what it is, but you drivers that drive, or potential drivers that will be driving, doing this job, you're gonna know if you're picking up at an airline, and it's an airline like at Seattle or in Portland. There's a certain group of people that work there, and they're just the laziest people that you can find. I mean, you know, I don't want to say too much, but from what I want to say is, if it was me, they wouldn't be working for me. If it was my airline, those people wouldn't be working for me, because they take 4 smoke breaks within an hour that I've seen personally, because I've been in and out outside. That's just one same individual, and I don't know, maybe there were times in between that I haven't seen. So, you know, all these smoke breaks, plus, you know, sitting around behind a desk when they already checked me in and didn't say anything, and they're just sitting there, and I stood there for 10 or 15 minutes, and they're playing on their phones, and I was kind of like, you know, 10 minutes goes by, or maybe 15 even, and I'm still standing there, and there's nobody behind me, there's nobody in front of me, and these gals are just, you know, on their phones, texting or whatever they're doing. And I had to ask, I'm like, hey, is somebody coming to get me, or am I supposed to go over there? And they look up. It's not like they didn't see me. It's not possible. I'm standing behind the window. They're a clerk, you know, at an airline. And, you know, they look at me, look at each other, and start laughing. And they're like, yeah, sorry, go over there. And it's like, okay, you know, you took down my information. You made me sign a couple of times. And then, you know, they didn't say anything. They're not doing anything, and I'm just standing around, and they didn't say, okay, go get your stuff, or go check in, or what door are you at, you know, none of that stuff. So it's this certain group of people, and you guys will know when you guys will know what I'm talking about when you get there, especially at American Airlines in Seattle. Yeah. But it's okay, no biggie. So I called the contact. They're not going to unload me tonight. They said it was too late. They're not going to be there. They said anytime between 6 and 8 a.m. So a.m. it is. And I've never actually, I mean, I've been at our airport many times, but I've never been inside the gates. So this time I'm going to be going in and unloading right where the tower station, the communication tower is, which is a tall tower that oversees the whole process of, you know, the whole airport, pretty much, where all the dispatchers are sitting. So that'll be kind of exciting to, you know, to see that. I've never been up there. Well, I'm sure I'm not going to go up there, but, you know, just never been inside the gates. I've been in Salt Lake inside where the planes land, and I've been in the hangars unloading tires and other machinery parts or brake pads and stuff for their Boeing 777s and stuff and other smaller planes. I've done all that before. But, and that's a huge airport. That Salt Lake one is huge. You gotta wait for an escort, then you follow an escort, you check in, you do all this fancy stuff, and then you go into this fancy hangar where, you know, the guys, the mechanics over there, they're so clean. They're wearing kind of like, I call them little medicine robes. I mean, they're wearing white, but they're wearing robes in there, and they're all clean looking. I don't know what kind of mechanics they are, but clean ones, I know that for sure. So I've done all that. Never been inside like I'm going tomorrow. And I don't know if they're gonna let me, film, but I'll just kind of do it as a hyperlapse and see what happens. Hopefully they won't say anything. So it looks like all the hail that was coming down, it was hailing pretty good when I was coming down the hill. It's all gone here. Kind of depends on the cloud. The cloud comes through, you get some snow, you get some hail, you get some rain. Then no cloud, you're good to go. The usual, you know. Remember how I was yapping around today that chains were not required this year for me yet. I never had to put on chains. It's been good. Last year I had to put it on a bunch of times. What do you guys think today is? Why do you think we're standing like this up summit here on Snoqualmie Pass? Well, it's because chains are required today. I don't know what's going on. They didn't want to plow is what it is. They didn't want to plow, but then they do a chains required. That way they can write, you know, millions of dollars worth of tickets today to the people that are driving through without chains. And so I'm debating here whether I should risk it one more time like I did 2 years ago and got a $500 ticket and not put him on, or whether I should put him on. Well, do you guys see that on the right? I'm yapping around and there goes a cop. He's checking. He's driving through and checking. Honestly, I don't know when was the last when that last checkpoint was. I don't remember anymore. I was yapping around on the phone. I got a phone call, so I was yapping around. And right now I'm kind of at a loss. I don't know if it's already too late and I already passed that final cutoff exit that we had, or what's going on. Problem is, if I passed it, I do have chains with me, but if I passed it because of my fault and I go through with this and go past the cutoff point, even though I have chains, if they do stop me, and they'll ask me, do I have them? And I'll tell them yes. They're still going to check my stuff out. And in the computer, it's going to tell them that 2 years ago, I got a ticket. So, and they're not going to let me go. They're going to write me up again. Unless they think it's a four-wheel drive Sprinter, which there are some of those. I'm going to ask this guy. He's got a CB right here. I'm going to ask him if they're checking pretty good over there or not. Let's see what he says. Hey, are they checking for chains? Up there at the top? It's a Spanish speaking guy. He says I think, so I think means he thinks that they're checking. He's got chains on, he's got nothing to think about. What do we do, guys? What do we do? I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I'm gonna pull up my phone and check how far away I am from the summit. The summit is pretty much up top, and you can go up there and take them off on the very top. If I'm super close to that already, then it might be too late. Then I have to pull over now and put them on, which I do not want to be laying around in that third lane right there and get run over by one of these semis. I guess we shall see. Well, it was too late for me to get off anywhere, kind of, sort of. I missed the turn while I was talking on the phone, obviously. And I did not get pulled over. There were many, many police along the way, and I didn't get stopped. So I am lucky. Thank God. That's the only only thing I can think of is to thank God about it, because that's a $500 ticket. I was debating whether I should risk it, put him on, lose an hour and a half doing all that, because my chains, they're not really a good fit, so it takes a long, long time to pull them on, strap them on, and all that good stuff. So, long story short, guys, I was gonna stop by over here and put the drone up in the air, but there is snow, and there was that whole adrenaline with the chains and with me maybe getting pulled over. So no flying here today. I will fly it though in the next times I'll come through in the daytime when I can. But for now, thank God everything is good. I didn't get pulled over and I didn't get a ticket. That's the main part. But I think that these guys are going to be working tonight, and they're going to make their $1 million tonight. If not $1 million, they'll make a couple $100,000. That's guaranteed. From what I have heard, it's a $2,000 criminal ticket for semi-truck drivers, and a good at least 30% of them didn't have chains on. Ladies and gents, I can safely say that I bypassed the police, the DOT, and I bypassed putting chains on today. You know, usually if it's really bad, you know, I'll put them on when I see that it's bad. Today wasn't one of those days. But what are you going to do? You're not going to go against the law. It doesn't matter what you say. They're going to be right no matter what, because, you know, they decided you need to have them. Today was a day where I was on the phone, and the time that I realized that all chains are required was too late. It was right at where I saw the sign was the cutoff point, and I was sitting in that middle lane. and I couldn't get off 2 more lanes because they were all packed. So, I mean, I do have good snow tires. I'm not saying I'm some kind of king of the road or anything like that. You know, anything can happen to anybody at any point. I mean, you can slip in the bathtub, for God's sakes, and, you know, and something can happen to you. You don't have to be on the road. You don't have to get run over by somebody. You don't have to slip and slide into something or somebody. You know, I understand all that. But putting on chains just for this, the road up there was way better than this. It was just slushy. Putting on chains for this, guys? Come on. They know they're not, you know, when they do that, they know they're not right. They know people can get through with their semis. As long as you don't make people stop on the pass, you're fine. But them with their requirements and over there checking people and having people stop in the middle like that one guy, that's insane. That clip is going to be in Russian, but I'm going to put it in here anyway so you guys can see what people are doing. The guy stopped. There was 4 lanes, and he stopped in the middle lane out of the 4, and he was putting on chains right in the middle. So he's the one that caused all that hectic buildup for no reason, because chains are required, and you can't go without them. And if there's no room to put him on, then you got to keep on trucking until you have a spot to put him on. And the guy obviously couldn't find a spot, so he just stopped in the middle of the road and came out and was putting him on in the middle of the road. Ridiculous. But it's ridiculous because of a ridiculous law. You know, it's 45 here. I'm doing like 41, 42. I'm under their speed limit. You know, anybody can drive perfectly fine. And anybody who's driving on, you know, bald tires, well, that's their fault. Because they know it's winter time. So if you're driving on bald tires in the winter time, what is this guy doing? Why are we doing 25? This person in an all-wheel drive vehicle is doing 25. My goodness. I probably yapped enough today. Sorry for all I apologize for all the whining. Not very good content, I guess. Had to put on chains once this year, and I was whining like a little girl. Yeah. Well, it's, you know, it's a justified reason why I didn't put them on, because they're required per sign, but per roadway and the way it looks, they're not required. There's no reason to put them on. Roadway's fine, especially when I have really nice tires. I put on some Lion, if you guys want to look them up, I put on Lion Claw tires in the back, and they are really good. They have a big tread, lots of spaces in between the treads. It's an all-season tire, so I'm super happy with them. They do excellent in the snow. Excellent. I've seen snow a lot this year, so they do great. So I got 210 miles. I lost some time, but it's okay. 210 to go. What is my ETA? 9 o'clock still. This is what I was hoping for. I hope it's going to clear up a bit. That way we can get back to normal speed limit driving. getting dark, guys. Not sure what I can, what else I could film for you guys. I do appreciate all you guys watching, each and every one of you. I appreciate all your comments, all your questions. If you guys want to get in with Eagle Express, you guys can write a comment. I'll send you an email for an application. If you guys want to be an owner-operator, fill out that application. If you got your own van or truck that you want to drive, if you want our company to load you guys, you're more than welcome. We'll be happy to take good people on, reputable people, solid people. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And I'll make more content for you guys. Yeah, he just flew out of here from the middle. Got somebody. Five-0 got somebody. All is well. 40 miles left to home. I'll be kicking my feet up on the couch and then going to bed. So, hope you guys are nice and relaxed on your couch watching these videos. Or maybe you guys are driving. I got some subscribers that are drivers. Hope you guys are doing well, not being tired, not being too bored. I gotta fix up my headlights a little bit. On camera they look weird. In real life, these LEDs, they're spread out. So on when you're watching it from the human eye, they look good. They don't look like messed up like it is on camera. On camera, they look like they're pointed to the left. What is this? I don't like that part. I'm gonna have to adjust it. I also got me some, those weren't even supposed to go on the other van, on the blue one that got sold. I've got some LED fog lights that are, the lens is clear, but when you turn them on, they're super yellow. So I'm gonna stick those suckers on. They help a lot in the snow and in the rain. So I want to add it as an addition to these blue ones, or to these, you know, to these LEDs. So I'm gonna put on some fog lights as well, some yellows. They're gonna help me out a lot. Because today, honestly, man, that snow, I've been in some snow like that in Salt Lake, where it was just pounding and pounding and pounding like that. And man, you know, on camera it's not that bad, but when you got these LED lights, they're pretty, you know, it's pretty bad with them. All you see is the snow dropping in your eyes. Can't see the road, can't see the ice. So yeah, I want to add me some yellows. Yellow will do the trick. We're passing Sprague Lake here on the right hand side. You guys are not going to see much, but they used to have walleye in this lake. And you know what? Last I heard is they killed it off because there was too many of them, I guess. They were eating up all the other fish. Oh, by the way, I don't think I finished that pet video the right way. I was in such a hurry to go fishing that I had to pick a friend up and his son and all that. And I was gonna do videos on the ice. Long story short, there was somebody fell in the ice. It was all good. It was all okay, but somebody did fall on the ice, through the ice. He was jumping around on a thin piece. Somebody cut out like a good 4 foot by 8 foot section, like a perfect square like that. Yeah, so one of our kids fell through the ice and got caught up in the elbows like that. So yeah, don't jump on thin ice, guys. He wasn't listening. It was his first time on the ice too. But anyway, yeah, we tried that ice fishing on Saturday. It was kind of slow, but man, there's a guy that has this fish finder. It's a Garmin live scan, I think, or something live scan, where it shows where you drop in your hook, and it shows your hook moving live, and it shows the fish on the left, on the right, wherever the fish is, and however deep they are, live. Not like on a fish finder, but this is like an advanced, insane fish finder. Oh man, guys! After watching that, I didn't even want to finish up the ice fishing, because I felt like without that fish finder, I got nothing to do on the lake. I'm just wasting my time. But it's a costly thing. It's $3,000 for that fish finder. It works on the ice and it works in the boat too. It's a Garmin something live scan. You guys can Google it or YouTube it and see the new model. The most expensive one is like $3,000. I don't know. I mean, it's really fun playing with the fish that way, because even if you're just an inch or two away from the fish, it still doesn't bite. But when you put it, like, you know, when you tap the fish with the bait, then they're like, oh, okay, maybe let's bite it, and they bite it. You know, so yeah, he caught something right in front of us, and we're like, man, we're sitting here, you know, jigging it, not getting much. This guy knows exactly, it shows him exactly where that fish is and where his hook is. Really cool. So we caught some fish, I don't know how many, maybe 20, and we didn't end up going trout fishing. We actually ended up going crappie / perch / sunfish fishing, because at the other lake apparently trout wasn't biting. Somebody else was at the lake and said they're not biting, so we went closer and we didn't get much over there, but it was still fun. It was a good experience to get out. I recommend ice fishing to everybody, guys. Ice fishing is what's up. Well, enough yapping for me. I got 33 miles left, and I'll be home and unload in the morning, and then, you know, we don't have anybody else here, so if a load comes up, we got to cover it. We're going to cover it. Not we're going to cover it. We know who's going to cover it. I'm going to have to cover it. Good morning to me, and happy sitting on your comfortable couch for you guys. It's morning next day, and I'm 3 miles from delivery at this point. Delivering, like I said, to the airport, to the tower. Beautiful morning in Spokane today. Really awesome morning. Check this out. Super sunny. Supposed to get warm to like 45, I believe. Gonna be nice.
Turn left on Washington 902.
I don't know if it's gonna work out or not, but we got calls, and I got calls that there's a load from Billings maybe to Spokane, or Billings maybe to Portland. something like that. So I might have to be coming home, packing up and leaving right away to go to pickup. We'll see about that. We still need to win that load. We gave them a price, so we're waiting. Come on, people. Anyways, we'll see you guys in a flash at delivery. I was going to show you guys our Amazon building. I believe people are saying that this Amazon is one of the biggest buildings on our side of the country. I'm not sure about anywhere else, but supposedly it's one of the, look at that, one of the biggest here. It might not look that big on camera, but I got relatives that work in there, and to walk, it's like, I think she said either half a mile, or sometimes it could take a mile depending on what department you're in, because they have different ways that you can only walk. You can't just walk straight across through the building. There's different pathways and all that because there's robots. So there's specific ways to walk, specific paths that you have to take, kind of like a maze, to get, you know, in and out of your workplace. So yeah, it's pretty insane.
Turn left on South Thomas Mellon Road. In 300 feet, arrive at 8314 West Electric Avenue on the left.
Busy.
Well, bummer. I forgot my cell phone. How you doing? I got something for the tower. Some communications equipment. Let me look at my paperwork because I forgot my phone. It was in there. Hold on. It is. Yep, that's me. Okay. Alright, so okay, thank you. Well, my delivery is complete. Nothing fancy here. It's not, it just, you know, towers right there. communications tower is up there. All this is just a parking lot for it, and that's it. And the airstrip is right there below, you know, after the fence. So nothing special. Guys, that's the end of this series. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate all your comments. Be safe out there if you're driving. Stay safe if you're driving. God bless everybody. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It helps me out. Doesn't cost you anything. See you on the next video. Thank you so much.